I've been playing Skull and Bones since Tuesday last week when early access started, and at first it wasn't much on my radar anymore due to the super long development time. Also, I missed all except for one day of the open beta, means I had a fresh game experience. More or less. Today I want to talk about my experience over the entire week, playing somewhat over 26 hours now, always after work a little and during my live streams. I would call it somewhat casual gaming. How is it heading slowly into Endgame, taking on transport missions, fighting bosses and slowly closing the story campaign? Reviewers are saying there's almost no story you can follow in Skull and Bones, and this is where I'm asking myself if we are actually playing the same game or if their review is just based on an early and incomplete version of Skull and Bones. Or how have they played? Did they just skip all the video sequences just to accept the next quest, grind it through and repeat? Honestly, if I do that, of course the game would be boring as hell for me. Also, I have noticed that many of the guides and walkthroughs I find on Google seem to be incomplete, and some of the main missions are completely missing. Sadly, I cannot find any statistics on Ubisoft how many people have actually finished the story. And I'm comparing the story progression very much to MMOs I have loved playing in the past. For example, Guild Wars 2 from its original release. Personally, I don't think you should compare Skull and Bones to a single player game with an extensive campaign, because MMOs usually lack the campaign part to some extent. Though I think expectations and the price might always play a role here. The game is expensive, no question, and Ubisoft is trying to sell it as the best pirate game ever. In my opinion, when you head into Endgame, the story gets more interesting, people not being the ones they always claim to be, and you certainly have to watch your back. Also, reading some of the letters you receive might be very interesting to you. They are not very long, so you might want to give them a go. But apart from finishing the story, what else is there to do? Obviously, you're going to level up your ship, unlock the medium vessels, and equip them finally with the best cannons and gear you can possibly find, so you can take a stand against higher level NPCs, but also join the PvP fun. Just bigger vessels would be nice. I thought we could have some larger ones we could find somewhere. So here are a few ideas what you can do during the endgame phase. One thing you can do and should is building up your empire with opium and rum to earn those pieces of 8. You will have to gather resources to get the production running and then fulfill contracts to transport these goods from A to B. You will have to fight rogues on your way, which can vary in level, and the real fun begins when playing it in co-op with friends and pick up multiple deliveries each. I think co-op will become a big part of the game in future. It is always more fun to play with multiple people, but yes, I do agree that Ubisoft needs to give co-op groups things to do. When you reach Kingpin and succeed in a big part of the story, you can also start hostile takeovers. These are PvPvE events which enable you to attack settlements with production and conquer them to let them produce for you. These settlements produce a steady rate of pieces of 8, but other players and NPCs might be fighting back, take loot from you and turn the settlement to their favor. Legendary heists is something you might want to attempt in a group. A target carries a heist reward and will need to be sunk. One player will then receive this reward and other players can attempt to steal it from them. Other PvE objectives could be to fight big sea monsters lurking in the deep seas. These can be quite difficult to fight as their attack could sink your ship in just one bite. Either you are very good in maneuvering your ship or you should get some help and tackle these monsters in a group. What I personally also want to do is do the investigation quests. These are currently just accumulating in my personal job board and not moving anywhere. So there's a lot to do during Endgame, especially if you are a casual gamer like me. However, I do agree that Ubisoft needs to come up with new content very soon. I am crossing my fingers and hope with Season 1 we will be getting more things to do, especially with the new boss fights. By the way, if you are heavily invested into your own empire, just remember that the leaderboard will be reset every season to give everyone a fair chance. So tell me, where are you currently at Skull and Bones? Endgame or still working your way through the story and quests? Drop your opinion into the comments below and please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you like, you're also invited to our Discord. We have a bunch of people there being interested in Skull and Bones, Sea of Thieves, Punch Showdown, and other games to play. The link is in the description below. For the time being, stay awesome and see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.